Okay. Hello, persons from YouTube. I hope you have a great day today. And I'm here with Felipe and Tatiana to talk about mental health. So, Felipe, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Felipe Fadu. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I was born and raised here. Um, I work as a software engineer for an e-commerce platform, and I'm finishing my undergraduation in electronic and computer engineering, and I have to finish my final paper to get my degree. So I think that's it. I'm here on TNT to improve my English, meet new people, and network.
It's great to hear that. So, welcome to this meeting, Felipe. I hope you like it.
Thank you.
And Tatiana, go ahead, girl. It's your turn.
Okay. Hi, people. My name is Tatiana. I'm 39 years old. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I am an engineer. I work in the oil and gas sector with the new projects in a big company. And I stay in Talk and Talk. I think I start last April, and I stay here because I need to improve my skills in English, and I think it's these little things about me.
It's great. So welcome to see you here, Tatiana. And guys, about the questions. Question number one. What do you do to relax when you are feeling stressed? Tatiana, what do you do?
For me, I need do exercise. I need running. I need to go to outside to my house, stay in the big garden. For me, I need to put my stress in the exercise, running, walking, stay in the beach.
I can judge. I am the same. Like I remember in the past when I didn't do the exercise every day. I feel so tired. I don't do anything. My energy is so low. And nowadays, like I wake up and feel like, oh, okay, the beautiful day.
Yeah, I think after one time your body need these hormones, and
Yeah.
because the exercise it's very good for the body and for the mental health.
Yeah, of course. And you know, Katia,
For me, for example, it's very when I'm very stressful in a very stressful day, and I go to running, I forget the problems. I forgot the problem. It's the best thing for me.
yeah, you know, Katiana, I have a scientific fact about it. You said about you go to the running, you go to the nature, your backyard. So have a scientific fact about it. We are humans, so we need the light, the solar light, the natural. So when you feel stressed and go outside, go through the nature, your mind understand you get the solar energy and understand like you get the natural energy of your body. Because of that, you feel so under stressful. I guess it's amazing. I love that. It's like sleeping. I don't know if you and Philip feel that, but if you don't sleep very well in the night, in the start of the day, you feel tired, stressful, someone tell you something, you want to kill this person. I don't know if you feel that, Tatiana and Felipe, but I'm exactly like that. If I don't sleep my 7.5 or 8 hours per night, please don't talk to me because I'm not a human. I'm a monster. And probably I don't kill you, but probably I said something really bad for you. And I hate that, but my body works with that. So, anyway, Felipe, what you did to relax?
I like to go outside to do some exercise, like go for a hiking or keep in touch with the nature and go cycling. So those are things that I like to do to relax, right? Or just to go to like in front of the sea and see the nature. So it's good. I think you are muted, Gabi.
Yeah, I'm muted, sorry. Oh gosh, but you said you live in Rio capital, right?
Yes.
So I guess so easy to go to the beach, right?
Yes, it is easy, but I don't go to the beach really often. But actually, I went to the beach last week, or for the past 2 weeks, I went twice to the beach. But it has been a long time since 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 I went to the beach before those 2 weeks ago, right? So like I don't know, probably the last time was in February, and now I just went 2 weeks ago.
A long time. Like you feel surprised right now, but I have 4 years. I
Wow.
I
Wow,
went
now.
to the beach because my city didn't have beach, have a lot of
Yes.
rivers and falls, but beach, it's so hard to see it. So
But do you go for this kind of
yeah,
water
I go.
place, rivers
It's
and water?
waterfalls and rivers have a lot here, so I go. I hope in someday I go every week, but in these times, in the moment, at the moment, I only go 1 month, another month by month. Understand? Like,
Yes.
because it's a little bit expensive to go, to stay not, but to go like to take a car. I'm not drive, so oh, I meet the other persons or a bus who take me to this locals. So I hope in some months or in the next week I go to every week, as you said, and I like it. I really love it. The rifle, it's so good, amazing. I love it. But I hope in the next week I go to the beach too. I like it, but I don't like so much sun.
Yes, I do not like sun so much because I'm really no, my skin is really sensible, right? Because I'm really white, so I have to face some I forgot sunscreen, right? I have to pass the screen all the time, so I just like to go there, stay 1 hour, and come back.
I totally feel you. Hopefully.
causes.
I need to pass the sunscreen every
Yes.
minute, every hour, because my skin start to feel red and hurt a lot.
Me
a lot.
too.
I simply can't avoid that. So guys, I skipped the question number 2 because it's important to know. Who is the first person you talk to when you have a problem, and why? Like, what's the first person you want to have some advices for your problem? Katiana.
I think it's with my husband. The
Why?
first person. When I have a problem, sometimes my husband see this problem in my face, because my husband know me and say, "Oh, it's everything. It's okay. You have a problem." I think I'm a very clear people, and when I have a problem, the other persons know about this problem, because I'm very clear. It's very clear in my face, and I think it's with my husband.
Great to hear that. And I'm exactly like you, Katiana. You know, you feel if I'm angry, if I'm tired, if I'm really happy in my face. I have a lot of facial expressions. So if something is wrong or I have a problem, my mother comes to my room and look to me like, what is happening here? You're not good. Tell me now, because my face start to, I don't know, I can't sleep, I can't smile, so I feel really, really weird. Oh, I understand you, Katiana, and probably my mom understand your husband to see all the signs of a tired person. Wow, a really problematic thing, I guess. And you, Felipe, what's the first person?
I think it depends on the problem and the person who I am with at the moment, right? So if I'm with my girlfriend, I will talk with her. But if I'm at home, my mother is closer, so I will talk with her first. And also depends on the problem, right? So I think that's it.
So if you have a problem with your girlfriend, you talk with your mother. And if you have a problem with your mother, you talk with your girlfriend.
It's a good point too. but not that not in that way. But it would be funny if it happened like this.
Yeah, two different advices, right? Like,
yes. So and then I will choose one of those or neither of those.
yes. Like your own advice or your mother or your girlfriend advice. Amazing.
Yes.
You know,
at the end,
something. Go ahead.
At the end of the day, I keep you with more doubts than I was before asking.
Yeah, and probably your girlfriend or your mother feel like you trade me.
That's it.
But you know, like here my family, I have that. I'm kidding, but when I need to my mother's support, my mother advice, I know it's more harder to her. Understand? Like mother advice is not something uh good to her, because sometimes it's my mother go through the my imagination, and start to say something like, "Oh, you're stupid, don't do that." So sometimes go to my friend's advices, I guess it's more easy because person think as you have the same age. I don't know, probably. But I really like my mother advice. It's like a psychologist. Don't want to see me all happy, want to say the truth. So I like it. I prefer the truth. So guys, skip to the question 3. What do you do to make yourself feel better when you are down in the mouth? Like you eat chocolate, you go to the to the theater to see a movie. You have a stressed month, and the end of the month you go and said, "Oh, I deserve that," and you start to buy pizza, hamburger, hot dogs. you do that, Felipe?
I really like to get out on Friday night to eat or pizza or hamburger. So it's a thing that I like to do, right? So it's like an award that I I it's not made to myself, but some things like this, like an award that I give to me to compensate all the week. So it's a good thing.
Yeah, but I have a difficult question to ask for you, Felipe. Do you prefer pizza or hamburger?
Oh my God, it's a really hard question. And wow, I don't know. I really don't know. I intercalate between those two, right? Every week I eat one, and another week, 1 week I eat one, and another week I eat the other one. So I
Yeah.
keep interchanging them.
I tried to search for you a pizza with a hamburger. Probably exists something
Probably.
weird like that. Probably. But I prefer nowadays. I prefer pizza. And 3 years ago, I prefer hamburger, but now, this slice of pizza. Oh, I'm falling down and start to eat. I love it. Love it. But hamburger is a really, really great option too. If the pizza didn't open yet, we'll go to the hamburger.
Yes.
And you, Katiana, what do you do to feel yourself better?
I think I eat I don't remember the name of brigadeiro in English because I think it's not, you don't have the word for this, but chocolate it's a very good thing for eating when you don't feel very, very well, because I think it's a comfortable food, and I like brigadeiro, and I like sometimes I like one x-tudo.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh, that's good.
I don't like the McDonald's, the Burger King. No, I like the x-tudo because I
On the
think it's more.
street.
Yes,
Oh,
it's very it's a with how do you say the mayonnaise? It's I don't remember mayonnaise in English.
It isn't mayonnaise.
I guess it's mayonnaise,
No?
something like
Yeah,
that. But I will search. The
yeah.
green mayonnaise, you said.
Yes, yes.
I like it.
With many spices. I think for me, it's my comfortable food when I very stressful.
Oh, I love to like when you. I have a difficult thing in the end of the month because I walk to the street and I see a fast food, but it's not like Burger King or McDonald's. It's Subway. I really rather Subway. I like the taste. I know the taste of the Subway is everything, but I like to eat the Subway, to do the Subway, the smell of the cheese of the Subway. But for me, I'm lost my soul in the end of the month when I eat a Subway because I put everything, everything. So yeah, it's not so good for the wallet. Yeah, so expensive. So. But I'm with you, Katrina. I love the x-tudo, and you get it the green mayonnaise. You know, it's a mayonnaise with green things. You don't know who have, but you eat. Oh, I love it. I love it too. And sometimes I eat hot dog too, but I'm not so into hot dog. Yeah, I prefer the hot dog because I do everything. I put everything in the hot dog, and anyone judge me. So I like it. And Tatiana, I have another question for you. Uh, do people in your country tend to talk openly about their mental health? Has this changed in recent years?
I think in the past no, because you have how do you say preconceito? I don't remember preconceito in English.
Prejudice.
Oh, repeat.
Prejudice.
Prejudice about this topic, but I think before after this pandemic, I think it's you you speak with your family in the companies, with your colleagues in the work, because now I think it's a big problem in the society, the mental problems, because I think many people now it have a very stressful days, and sometimes these things how do you say prejudicam your mind. And I think now it's very common you speak about mental health, and I think it's very necessary to speak about this topic.
Yeah,
In the
with
company where I work, it's very usually one time once a month. You we have a meeting, and the doctors and psychologists about this topic.
Yeah, I'm 100 with you. Like, I guess nowadays, because of social medias, I would like to say that the persons talk more and want to help the others more, and have the name of what you feel. Like in the past, if you feel tired, if you not sleep well, uh, if you don't want to do your basic things in life, probably someone tell you like, oh, you need to do that, and yeah, works. And it didn't work. And nowadays we know have the burnout, anxiety, depression. So I guess put names in these things change a lot the way we see mental health in society. Understand? And as Katina said, persons talk more. And if you have a problem, you need to talk with a psychologist, a psychiatric, or something, a doctor, to a specialist doctor in some disease you feel. So it's important nowadays. It's really important. And you, Philippe, what's your thoughts?
I think it is changing over the recent years, but it was not something that people openly talked about on previous, at least previous the pandemic, but it is becoming more and more common to talk about it, and it's really important, right? Because if you are not good with your mind and if yourself, it starts to affect other things on your body and on your relationship, on your personal and professional life. So it's really important to be with your mental healthy, right? So I think that's it. And in my country, I don't know if, like, in my country, I think it's not that spread this talk, but at least in my company, it's something that it is talked, but I think it should be even more talked, right? So it's important.
Yeah, I can. You said something really interesting, because I can feel some companies here in Brazil, like, doesn't matter if you feel that or those, because want to see the positive things, like, oh, I want to do that and that and that, and the professional have a lot to do and discover a burnout, for example. The company, I guess, didn't care. Only have the results. I only want your results in the end of the week. So it's a complicated thing, but I see this change a little bit. The persons understand if you feel tired, if you have a burnout in your workplace, you're not like involved in the field you stay, right? You not do the results, you don't have good results because of that. So I see, I don't remember the name of the company, but it's a company who work with engineer, who have the psychologists to talk with all the employers. So I think this is a good thing, maybe. I don't know in long months this kind of thing, but maybe we change a lot, because the rest of the world changed it. So if you don't change it, and if you don't grow with the new things, maybe you feel older, your company feel older. So it's important to grow. Yes, this is skip the question number 6, and I go to the question number 7. What age groups in your country do you imagine were the most vulnerable to mental health changes during the pandemic? Katrina.
I think the pandemic, the poor people, because don't have money for pay for the food, for the other things. And I think the mothers, I remember when they start this pandemic, I have I have problem with my mental health because I'm a mother, I'm a engineer, I'm work with different projects in the different place because in the past I work in the office, and in 1 week I work in my house and with my daughter, cook and clean and engineer. I think it's the mothers and the poor people in the pandemic have a mental problem because the poor don't have money for pay for everything, and the mothers it's don't have life because don't have time for nothing.
Yeah, something real in your phrase. Everything is real. Like I see that to my mother, to my brother, to myself. My sister have a little baby in during the pandemic. My nephew, so like imagine a baby, a lot of mothers who born children in the pandemic. You feel afraid, of course, and mental health appear a lot in the pandemic time. You can go to the nature to do your exercises, you can run, you don't do almost anything. So it's a challenge. But I guess the most vulnerable, I'm with Tatiana, the poor people, and I would like to say the adolescents, the teenagers. Yes, is the most vulnerable for almost everything. This age, you feel vulnerable for other persons, for drugs, to addiction, and I guess the pandemic bring mental healthy to these persons, to this group, to society group, and like, I add the persons who have more age, like the 60 persons in the society feel a little bit like, imagine before the pandemic in a weekend, these persons have a lot of grandsons, granddaughters in their house, everything, the family. And during the pandemic, you can go to this person's house, to your grandparents' house, for example, because you have afraid to pass something. So I guess suffer a lot, maybe. And you, Felipe?
Yes, I agree with you too. Those are uh, vulnerable groups like the poor people, mothers, and teenagers, and that. But I think also the little children have suffered a lot because I think they didn't understand what was happening, and maybe they were at school one day, and another day it was everyone was at home, and you cannot go out, you cannot go to 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 the you know the square, right, to play with other kids. So I think for them it also had a lot of effects on their mental health because they do not understand what was, I think, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I'm not thinking about the children. Like one day you stay in your school with your friends, don't know, we eat massinha, uh, do some kid things. So in the next day, you see your mother, your father, maybe your dog in home every day, and you need to recreate the routine. I guess for
Yeah.
children it's really
I,
difficult.
and
Many.
I don't know how could they watch what the class online, right? I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, like for a teenager, you understand like
Yes,
it's normal,
but
but
like
normal. But
under 10,
imagine, yeah, the 5 years
yes,
boy.
it's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I don't know how mothers can do that in the pandemic. Like,
It, it
how?
it's very difficult for the kids too. I remember my daughter said, I hate the online classes. It, it's impossible for one kid with 4 years stay 1 hour in front of the computer. It's stressful. The kids have many energy. The kids have need the space, need the running, need the with a face to face for understand the feelings, and you don't have these things in the meetings, and it's very difficult. After this pandemic, my daughter, for example, have a problem with I need to go to the every week with the phonoaudióloga. I don't remember phonoaudióloga in English, but my daughter, for example, have a problem with the when with the speaking, because don't stay with the other kids. It's a very stressful time, and these things. Um this stay at home all the time, it's and with a very stressful days, uh, don't do não fez bem para as crianças.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. And I remember a lot of news to talk about, as you said, Katiana, the little kids go to phono and because don't have the like don't play with other kids, don't talk with other kids. A little cousin of mine who talks so fast with 1 year, the little boy start to talk. And I remember because of the pandemic, she stopped it. He stopped it to talk, stopped it to do everything, only want to stay in the television, watch it, Bob Sponge, SpongeBob. So it's affected a lot the mental growth of the children. I'm with you, Katiana. But your daughter is good now.
Yeah, no, now it's very good because I think after in the last year the things is it's doing very well, and the kids return to the school, and my daughter stay during the last year in the doctor, and now it's very well, the things with my daughter. And sometimes the my daughter choose the letters, but I think it's because it's very younger, and I think in the future the doctor said it's normally the things is doing very well in the future. But how do you say gagueira? I don't remember gagueira in English,
Oh
but
gosh, Me too. I will search.
Yes, I don't remember. It's a very difficult word. I don't use the word in English, and it's a very my daughter, for example, don't stutter. Oh, stutter, different.
Oh.
And sometimes my daughter is suffering bullying because don't speaking very well, but now it's very okay.
Oh gosh, I don't understand the buller who do that. A sister of my friend who received bully because of that too. Like the tongue is down. It's like língua presa. You understand? Like do that a lot. The girl do a lot of this phonetics on the t, and some boys in the class start to bully the girl. Like, I guess the kid don't understand what do, because for me, this kind of joke, this kind of bully, it's not come from the kid. You understand? I don't understand how a kid do that for other kid. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel really bad when I see that. But it's good to know, Katrina, your little girl is growing and feel better. It's awesome to know. And guys, I skipped to the last question, the question 11. In your opinion, should governments invest more in the treatment of mental health conditions? Why do you think? Philippe, do you think about that? What do you think about it?
Yes, I think it's really important because if you treat mental health, you can avoid other problems so it's normally the first problem that will lead to other ones, right? So it's important for the government to I forgot the word, to promote a mental health on their society, to prevent suicide, to prevent depression, and with depression it will lead to more medicines that you have to take. So I think it's also a social health, right, of the society. So it's also a disease that has to be treated, or at least reduced, and with campaigns, with promoting discussions about it to avoid this, right? So it's necessary.
Yeah, it's really necessary. But you think, Felipe, all the medicines for mental healthy could be received on SUS, like you don't pay for mental health pills or medicines? Like, you think it's necessary to do that here in Brazil?
I think it would be good, right? Because some people do not have access to it, and mental health is a thing that it's always left to another time. So it's not like a priority. And if you have to spend money and you don't really have money even to eat, you not spend it with mental health medicine, right? So I think if the government provided, it would be good, especially for those people, right?
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I guess the treatment of mental health, it's so expensive today. The pills, the medicine for that is also really, really
And the
expensive.
support, right? I think
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
like
all.
it's not something you only pay and you don't see the results. You will see the results in the society. Because if you think now, here in Brazil, have a high level of anxious in all the ages, all the ages, high level of anxious. Maybe if have investment in mental health, in the treatment of that, maybe like stop to grow or start to the persons start to see more and to treat the mental health more with a good condition, maybe, don't know. But I hope in some years, of course, this is an investment of some years. It's not something you do today to tomorrow. So I hope so. It's work. It works. Nowadays, it's so hard. Have a high level of mental health in Brazil. It's not good. Not good for the society. So, Anio Katiana, what do you think?
I think the mental health it's a problem around the world now, and I think the medicine is very expensive. It's very expensive, and you need this medicine for a long time. For example, my mother have a depression. I think it's almost 10 years, and my mother take the medicine every day, and for poor people, for example, it's a problem because don't have the access for the good 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 pillows for the good drugs, medical drugs, and you don't in the government don't improve the politics about the mental problems, and the numbers of the people with the mental problems improve every year, and I think it's a problem around the world, and the government needs do the things about this problem. It's similar to the with the problems with the aid, for example, improve every year.
Yeah, I'm with you, Katiana. As you said, we need, because it costs a lot. Costs a lot. You said about your mother. Like I have a cousin who need the treatment too. It's not depression, it's other mental health. I don't remember the name right now. But every week we need to buy like 100, and probably if he hadn't the money, like the treatment failed. Just didn't have the drugs to grow and to stay calm and secure. So I'm totally feel you, Katiana. And guys, I hope you like this conversation. It's almost over, but I said on the chat the link for my feedback. I always have this joke: 0, you hate me; 10, you love me. Please love me. I would like to say, if you want to put some feedback, like, oh, Gabby, I want to talk about environment. I want to talk about technology. I will try to bring this topic in some weeks. And that's it, guys. I hope you like it. So thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Katiana. And see you all in the next week.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Gabi. Thank you,